Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Talking Shit. We got the crew again. We got Wally in here,
What
Stan and
up?
M3, and your boy Sophisticated Jerk. So today, man, we gonna watch one of the what's his name, FITXFEARLESS. So what he does, man, he pulls like guys up there, and I think it's hilarious, man. He gives them like a raw assessment. He be up there scolding them. He be like, "Man, look, you a loser, man. You in your mother's basement. You better get your shit together." So. Nah, it's like pure humor, man. So we gonna watch one of those clips. You know, I got the team with me, man. You know how we do. We put the humor to it. We break this down. So before I jump in, anybody got anything to say? Whichever. Oh,
This
y'all
must be a
good. Y'all
good
want to
one.
jump in, huh?
Look, they pay what they need to get. I mean, they go up. He's the new Kevin Samuels.
For men, huh?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin Samuels started that way. If you
Oh, he
watch,
did.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he-
started with the men first, then women after.
he
Yeah.
told the guy
Okay.
straight up. He's like, "You fat, you broke, and you ain't got no dick. What's she gonna get?" And
I remember when he did that to that dude. And I was like, bro.
I didn't see too much of his old shit. I started with it was the average at best. I mean, I did see a.
Yeah.
He was raw with it.
Yep. Then if you seen it, I was like, "Why brother
that one
coming
particular
in?"
video Stan talking about was crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
I
he-
saw that too.
Oh
Yeah.
man!
about to
Lucky enough,
cry.
dude wasn't on camera because boy, he would have been. He would probably remember his ass for the rest of his life.
Yeah. The thing was that Kevin Sims wasn't picking up a lot of views when it came to like him critiquing the men to try to help them to get married. So when he starts shifting over to the women, well, you know how that goes. Like you get argumentative like type of people, you get more viewership, and of course the average at best like really like soared because it went to World Star, I think.
Yeah, nah, he definitely blew up. But yeah, nah. So this guy, he be doing the guy side. I think it's hilarious, man, because them cats be arguing with him. So they be giving up.
That look. So that look I gave you is like, how do you argue when you ask for help? That's a concept I don't understand.
Man, it's people trying to double down on their bullshit and try to justify it. So instead of like you said, staying just accepting it, it's like, man, I reached out to you for help. It's just, I think when they start getting that truth, it's like, man, let me give some pushback because I sound like a loser. I don't want to be, so I gotta justify it a little bit.
But it's already too late.
Yeah, I know. It's a weird dynamic, man, because like when I'll be talking to people, I'm not no coach or nothing, but just people I know, they'll hit me up and I'll be like, hey man, this is the interpretation, this is my opinion. They be giving me the most pushback. I like, motherfucker, you reached out to me to be like, ass, like, what the fuck, like shit. But all right, let me go ahead and pull this up. But it's definitely funny, man. So we gonna have fun with this one. So already, my man got the depth stare. Looking at the camera like this. That's funny, man. All right, let me go ahead and hit play on this.
That boy looks spooky.
Hey, brother, I'm calling from Canada.
Okay, I can help you.
So I just need some. I'm going on a trip in like a couple weeks, and I just need.
Real quick, all our Canada homies and stuff. Conrad, what's up with your boy up here from Canada and shit? Get them together. Who else is in Canada? She stole my thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all better find this dude to get his shit together. But all right.
Some like advice on if I should use Tinder or what. So I'm not too sure.
A trip to where?
Oh, I'm going to England.
From Canada.
Yep.
So should you use dating? How long are you gonna be in Canada?
No, like I'm going to England for a trip.
Okay. How long are you gonna be? My bad. How long are you gonna be in England?
I'm gonna be there for like 2 weeks.
Are you planning on meeting women?
That's the thing, because I've been there before, and last time I was there, like the trip went well. I wasn't expecting to meet any women, but like I met some women, and like
Yeah. So are you gonna be able to stay by yourself?
yeah, I'm staying by myself.
Then you should use dating apps. That's called prospecting. So if you're gonna be there for 2 weeks, you can start to prospect the girls who are already there. I would suggest you do that, or you wait till you get there. Possibly, if you prospect now, you'll be able to meet women when you get there. You're just trying to smash, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, then you should start prospecting.
All right, for sure. So just hop on the Tinder now and just prospect.
Yeah, you have to have the premium service, and then you have to put your location in England.
Okay.
Your Hinge, you could put it in England. Your Bumble, you could put it in England.
Okay.
Right? Are you getting matches in Canada though?
That's the thing. Like, I don't use dating apps too much, but like I've used them before, and I've gotten like some good matches before.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, man. Like, you're gonna go to a whole nother Western country and try to pick up some chicks, because I know Canada got some females, man. Like, nigga, you ain't gotta go to England. Why don't you just? Yeah, that's crazy.
I think he's probably going to England for either for jobs or for family,
Oh, okay.
right?
Well, he said he's staying by himself for 2 weeks.
A hotel, because probably, I'm going to speak from other people's experiences, not from mine. If your
Stan about
brother
to say some hoe shit, y'all. Stan is for the streets, so he gonna start talking to code. So bear with Stan, y'all. But go ahead, Stan.
If the siblings got kids and stuff like that, you probably don't want to have your activities at the host house, and so you just keep a little hotel tucked away just for you.
Okay.
You know why Wally says this? Because in Haitian culture, right? If I come down there and have a hotel, 2 things is going to be said about me. Are you going to have sex? Are you doing drugs?
I mean, it's one thing you come down here, but just based upon how you're saying it, you're just saying it very common selective. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but in Florida, that's how it is. You better stay in somebody's house in Florida, because if you get a hotel and everybody you know is in Florida, it's like...
Hey, look, if you don't know no one down here, I mean, hey, you get in a hotel, you get in a hotel. But if you know someone down here, you get in a hotel, well, yeah.
Yeah, it's suspect when you're singles, like, oh, you got a white girl? You got a white girlfriend? You're a swinger? You're a swinger going to do cocaine? You go...
Okay, yeah.
I said, damn, they blowing up your whole spot.
Yeah. And
what was
send
funny?
a cousin over there, too. They're like, no, spend some time with him. Like, stay over there.
But I guess in this video, he about to get to the point where like he's starting to ask him like, "Wow, do you use the apps up in in Canada?" So I guess let me get back to the video, see what he says. But no, it's funny. Just one more thing on the video, how the FITXFEARLESS dude. It seemed like when the guys be like laying out their ideology, man, they always got to use all these weird terms, prospecting.
But you know where it comes from?
What's that?
For this generation, right? It does come from the Fresh and Fit era. They learning all that stuff, so that this generation is kind of like using the apps or AI to get yourself through the door. So
but yeah, they be making this shit sound like they CIA agents. Like, oh man, I'm prospecting. I'm like, man, just ain't picking up chicks. God damn, like, man, where we gotta start talking in code and shit. like yeah, like I said, like we special agents and stuff. But all right, let me get back to the video.
Before, but like lately on Tinder, I don't get any good matches.
Then that means you are not good enough. They don't find you attractive.
God damn.
So when is the last time you reorganized your photos, did a photo shoot, did something to improve your looks?
Never. Like, I only have 2 photos on Tinder. I just have 2 photos.
Right. And now you expect girls to fuck with you with 2 photos. How's that gonna work? When's the last time you had sex?
The last time I had sex?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, the last time I had sex was like, I haven't been trying to get sex, but
yeah,
the last time I had sex was actually when I was in England.
Is he capping?
No, he's telling the truth. Because last time he was in England was what, 2 years ago?
But you don't think you don't think he been in the 2 years? He hasn't been trying.
He hasn't been. Rejection is a motherfucker, right? Because it's like, I haven't been trying. Now you've been rejected for the past 2 years.
But he's going to England to look for some females in a Western.
But that's the last time he got some. For him, he's like, okay, now I'm going to England. I'm going to get some, like I did last time. Because nobody here going to give me none. I've been here for 2 years. This is where I live.
Oh, okay. So he like a different type of passport, bro. Like my man going, he excited to go to like a Western country to try to get some. Versus, you know, most people they be like, "Hey, man, I'm taking this trip. I'm going down to Brazil, man. I'm about to go scoop some things up, have some fun." He excited to go to England.
I believe he's going there because family is there, and he's just getting a hotel just when it happens to have access. But well, I remember you talked about that P word, proximity, right?
Yeah, proximity. Yeah.
So if it happens in England, right, and he's like, if I'm going to be there, the chances of me getting some, he said he met a lot of women there. He's like, well, I didn't get anything here. I know it's going to happen when I'm getting over there.
But I guess what I'm asking, and M3 and Wally jump in there. England's like similar to Canada. Yeah, United States. That's what I'm saying. If he's if you go to England, you could pick up some chicks, man. Should you be able to pick up some in Canada? Because you know it's Western culture. You know.
No, but Canada, it's like this French Canada. So I don't know if he's in the French side or he's in the UK side of Canada. Because there's two types of Canada.
Yeah, see that part, I'm not for sure though.
Honestly, I would have been like, okay, so who's the chicks are you dealing with that are over there that you can't find over there? That's how I look at that. Like, if you're dealing with somebody on the other side, okay, think about the similar textures and everything else this girl is. You trying to tell me you can't find it in Canada? I mean, like you said, maybe he's on the other wrong side of the foot on Canada, but even then, it's like, okay, you know you're on the wrong side, just move over.
Okay, he's more exotic in the UK as it is in Canada. Because Canada is more American.
Shit. As dark chocolate as he is?
American, UK. I think he's looking for like the UK side of Canada.
The white girl?
Yeah. This look. This brother's like new Cyborg from Mortal Kombat, right? I know for sure that he's looking for like, you know, the pales of all pale. So he's looking for that you know, non-melanated type of sister or whatever that he could get his rocks off. Or maybe spend a life with, you know?
But I'm saying they got a ton of those in Canada too. That's what's confusing about this one. So yeah,
it's just very weird. I don't know.
Yeah, because it says like from Canada to England, it's like a 7-hour flight. So that's what I'm saying. Say like he lived in Ottawa or something. It's like, man, you go to Toronto. Like, 7 hours. Or if you in Toronto, go to like Ontario or something. It's like, man, you ain't gotta fly to another Western country. That's what
7 hours just to get some pussy.
Yeah. But I mean, I understand when dudes travel because it's like typically they'll be like, hey man, the attitudes in the Western countries, that encompasses Europe, America, Canada falls in that, Australia. So, that's why everybody's going to like some of the foreign countries because they be like, hey, the behaviors in these areas is different. So that's what I'm saying. He's like a little different where he's like, man, I want to go to England, when he lived in Canada. But I do see what Stan's saying. Maybe it is like relatives and it's just like, hey, last time he went, he got lucky. So he's putting all his chips on England. But all right, let me get back to the video. Let me see what he.
And that was how long ago?
That was 2 years ago.
Buddy, you haven't had sex in 2 years, and you talking about something you haven't been trying.
I haven't though, for real.
I was right 2 years.
So what have you been doing? You been jacking your dick every hour of the day?
I don't legit. I work, bro. I work. I'm laid off currently.
I'm
laid off currently, so.
Okay, but you haven't gotten horny in 2 years?
Stop.
You lying like a mug.
Stop. Hold on. You've been laid off and you're going to England and you got a hotel for 2 weeks?
Yeah, my man staying in what's those equivalents of Red Roof Inn?
Oh, hostels.
Those trucker stop places, man. Like,
yeah, them hostels they have in the UK. They paying $13 a day and you sharing a room with somebody you don't know.
Wake up with like missing a kidney and shit.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. How you go to the UK from Canada? That's not cheap.
Yeah,
And
that's
you ain't got
that
no
flight alone
money?
is like damn near a G. And like you said, like you got to buy food probably and all that stuff.
He probably doing like one of those like ride shares like on the side.
Maybe, but he talking about he ain't got no job. He can't even afford a rubber. He gonna have to like flip that shit inside.
Oh no!
So you're gonna have to watch the views.
Go to the dollar store and take buy like one of those little balloons.
So you gonna have him on clothespins.
Oh.
That's crazy.
What do you mean? Of course, I've gotten horny, but like,
then what do you do when you get horny?
I release. I freaking go outside, go do some running.
You motherfucking run. You guys love. All you guys have the same answer. I don't masturbate. I just go run. Full of shit. You ain't running nowhere. Stand your ass up. Stand up. Let's see what your body looks like.
I don't have too much. I honestly don't have too much space. But like,
stand up.
Okay.
We can figure it out. Just stand up. Let's see we'll see. As long as you got some pants on.
Yeah, I got shorts on.
Okay. Is that your whole apartment? Is that your whole apartment?
No, I live in a house.
Okay. Is there any way you can step back so we can see what your body look like?
My bed's behind me, and then like I got like no space other than that. Like it's really tight in here.
You got to figure it out, bro. We got to see what we're trying to see what your body look like. So take your shirt off.
Okay, I'll take my shirt off.
This is so weird.
All right. Can you stand up now?
Oh, bro. Okay,
right. Move the chair. If you can't, if there's any space to move the chair, if the chair is stuck
you can
on
just
the
move
floor.
that shit on your bed. Shit.
Right.
Okay.
Basic common sense is not there. Huh?
Damn.
Exactly.
Okay, don't break
no
your
space.
apartment.
No, there's space.
Stand right there.
They got my man in the cleaning closet and shit.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, he got them shirtless telling their darkest secrets. These motherfuckers, hey, they hopeless. These dudes.
Oh my god!
Still not going to the gym.
I just run.
How often do you run?
Like 3-4 times a week.
How many miles?
I do 5K pretty easy.
Okay, so is it what 2.5 miles? I don't know, a mile. I don't know what the fuck 5K is. Have a seat.
Okay, for sure.
Have a seat. Oh my god! Why do you guys do this shit, bro? Okay, so you haven't had sex in 2 years, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. Your looks need.
So, like, before you jump to that, why you think he ain't had sex in 2 years? What's the issue?
You're just not getting it. I mean, okay. Let me break.
Is he scared?
Down. You said, is he scared?
Yeah, like nervous.
Yeah, we're gonna say like the safe route. We'll say that most guys like him, scared, nervous, but then there's other factors to why he's not getting anything. I mean, now this is just me roasting. I mean, if you look at his eyes or whatever. I mean, if I was a woman, I'd be afraid to be approached by a guy like him. You
said he got the weirdo eyes.
Yeah, and then, he just about to throw a spear at you. And then the other thing is that, like, okay, basic common sense is like he's lacking in that department, and I could already just tell if you don't know certain basic critical thinking skills, and it's not even critical, like just to move a chair, step back, show your physique, or move the camera. But it seemed like cognitively, like he really needed that type of direction. And I feel like
you saying this is one of those short breast brothers?
A little bit, right? Like, but it's up like I feel like the woman would have to be the director of his life.
Okay. So he's gonna submit. He needs to submit. That's what you saying.
Damn.
Because I don't really see like leadership material. And one of the things that to qualify as someone who could at least lead, you gotta have some type of critical thinking type of skills, situational awareness skills, And you basically just have to have common sense. I don't think he has those things.
So Stan, why you were shaking your head? You don't agree with M3?
I
You don't
agree
think he
with
need
him.
to
I'm like,
submit?
he's a sad, yeah. There's some men out here. There's a reason why you got married early, because you probably want to survive this earth. If you didn't, because she had to rule your life, put you on the leash. I think he's that type of guy.
Oh, okay.
Sadly, I put this on the men. Somebody ain't take him to the side and take him to the gym. I won't say this to all the guys. Like, you could do all the running you want. You need some muscle mass. It's gonna be okay. A little bit muscle ain't gonna turn to fat. Like, just chill out. Just build a little bit of muscle mass. You're gonna be all right. Build up some testosterone. It's not okay to be a grown ass man with a 12-year-old body.
Wally, you think he needs to submit? You think he got
needs to
leadership
submit?
qualities?
I think he's already there.
Yeah, okay.
That's probably why he got some. That's probably exactly how he got some. Shit. Let's just be real about it. That's probably how he got some. Shit.
Nah, this is funny though. I do like how homeboy like is direct with him, because I do think some of these dudes need wake up calls. I be seeing people giving them pushback, but I'm like, man, somebody need to cut some of these dudes out, because I think it was sometimes it'd be like what Stan said, where like maybe these dudes don't have any guys in their life that gives them that tough love. So yeah, it's just weird though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like, you've seen this show before, and you didn't think he's going, like, he's ready to take off his shirt, but like, you ain't get ready to you have to stand back and get a full frame. So why you didn't prep the cam for that like,
Yeah, because
no
we be
thought.
giving them chicks on Kendra G smoke. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. These dudes, yeah, we ain't about to coddle y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he was mostly being passive with that one a little bit, because he was like,
Yeah, he was trying to get out of
I
it.
didn't have no room. I'm like, bro, shit, make room. Put the chair on the freaking bed. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, he was trying to get up out of that. He was trying to slip out of there. He was hoping homeboy would have been like, all right, man, don't worry about it. He was like, nah, get your ass up. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you this assessment. But let me get back to the video.
A lot of work. You're not in great shape. Your hairstyle, it looks like fucking, I don't know, burnt. That shit does not fit you. It doesn't make you look good. You look like, how long you've had those?
Bro, I'm supposed to get a haircut before I leave, but like I just been letting it kind of grow.
No, that shit looks bad. It looks like you haven't touched it ever. Cut that shit off. All right. Get in the gym. You got this like blank stare. It looks like you're like staring into my soul. Like with your eyes. Like you gotta fix. You can't fix.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, dog, bro. Put him like by the bushes and let him just look at you. Like, bro, what the fuck you doing? Bro, he could be in a horror video. I'm trying to tell you, he could be in a horror video. Oh, Lord, that's fine alone. Look at that, you crazy. I tone that shit down. That's why he be scaring bitches. He looks too serious.
Right. You know what I mean?
No, that's what M3 was saying, man. He got that stare, man. Like he got one of those serial killer stares, man. Like he Buffalo Bill from what's that one movie? Like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that was.
But you can fix your hairstyle. You can get in better shape. How are women supposed to notice you if you're not even trying and you haven't been laid in 2 years? And you're sitting up here telling me you haven't really been trying for real. Like, how are you a man and you haven't really been trying for real?
I'm busy, bro. I make $5K a month, bro.
Living in a 10 square foot place. Where's the rest of the apartment?
The house? I live in a house, bro.
By yourself?
I have one roommate.
Okay. So, all right. $5K a month.
Hey, that roommate did him dirty. The roommate was like, hey, let me get these 3 rooms. You said.
Did they even say how much rooms there is? Because there ain't no way.
I thought he got laid off. Now he's making $5K a month. I'm like, yo, you backtrack.
I think he's saying previously.
Yeah, I
think
think
he's saying prior to the layoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
And he went to work looking like that?
Yeah, hopefully he get to where he work at. Let me see what he
month. But it looks like your room is like the size of my desk. Like maybe you need to upgrade your apartment so you can.
No, I just have a big ass desk right in front of me. So
okay, I got you. What do you do to make $5K a month?
Construction. I'm an iron worker.
Okay, and you say right now you're laid off?
Yeah, I'm laid off, bro. Wintertime.
Okay, so how many months a year do you actually work?
It depends. Like depends on when the job starts. You know what I mean? If we start March, then I can.
So you ain't making that much money if you work in March till when did they fire you?
Usually we get laid off depending on like how severe the weather is, right? But
right.
We'll go till like December, late November.
Okay.
You said pause.
That it makes sense because people in construction, like once it rains or snow, it's October, November, and then they pick up again in spring.
Right. So what's he making? So what money is he making besides that then?
The only they save up and they go on vacations or they save because that's their time off.
That's the problem.
So months?
Mm-hmm.
But I know since they up in Canada, I know they got some pretty rough winters. So I know the winter is probably a little longer versus damn.
No, they could work it because like in their spring it's like it's not like Florida. Now Florida's amazing in the sense of they still building stuff in rain and thunderstorm and hurricanes. They still gonna build in Florida.
Most cases, yeah.
Yeah. But like the snow and everything else for other places, it does take a while. Like on the East Coast and the northern areas, they do have like a 3-month or 4-month break.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it right here. It says like winter in Canada typically lasts for like 3 months, spanning from mid-December through March.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, but it's just like that is. So I guess you got to just stash your money like when you working.
Yep.
To kind of get you over through the months. So okay.
In construction, you're working sometimes 16-hour days.
Okay, it makes
sense. It's not like you're working 9 to 5.
Okay. Yeah, but he still should have like it's like, man, you could like y'all. I think somebody said it earlier, man. Like, I think M3 like Uber on the months that you're off, stack up more. Shoot,
Yeah.
But it does make sense. I never knew that about construction, but yeah, it does make sense. They'll shut down for the months. But yeah, I never knew that they get paid and stuff for that shit. That kind of sucks.
So you're working March to December, if that, November maybe. So you're skipping out on 3 to 4 months out of the year. That $5K ain't really that much now. You're talking about 45,000, if that, a year.
Yeah.
So it's not like,
and if I'm not mistaken, Canada is pretty expensive too, right?
Very expensive.
Yeah. So okay, yeah, $5K. That's like,
yeah, that ain't like anything over here is like a couple of dollars over there.
Well, okay, kind of think about the math real quick. Mm-hmm. He's only like off for like 2 months, so
3.
It's not really
for the winter
time. Yeah, like let's say for instance, like for me, for instance, we're normally off unless we choose like to work in the summer. Now, last year, I decided not to work in the summer at all, which, Lord and behold, I'm glad that I did took that summer off. One, because I would have been making too much as it was, and California, Texas, and stuff. But you could still be able to, survive for like at least like a good like 2 or 3 months. Again, if he pays his mortgage, like that's all you have to do. Just pay your mortgage 3 times in advance. Okay, be ahead of everything, and then you're good. Because honestly, 85 to 90% of your income is going towards a mortgage or for rent.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think if you got structure. Oh, go ahead, Wally.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, like, just to add on to what M3 saying, like, he does live with a roommate as well. So it's like, you really can't really, quote unquote, question his money ultimately for the simple fact that he's not there alone. He's there with somebody else. So more likely, whoever the roommate is and all that, I'm pretty sure, like, anything before this, he more likely had to save some type of extra money on the side in the bank somewhere.
No, facts. Like he is doing some, like you said, getting a roommate, so that will help offset some of them costs. But it sounds like he about to go blow that on some coochie in England. So all cost savings will go to tricking.
Bauxitis, one hell of an illness.
Streetwalkers.
Like you're making $5K every month, and you're making 60. You're making around 40. So you're not making that much money. So how have you? Are you working like 12-hour days?
Oh yeah, bro. 12 hours, 5K. That's like straight cash, like 5K cash. That's after the taxes and everything.
Okay, so you're working 12 hours a day. How many days a week?
How many days a week? We work 10 days on, 4 days off.
Okay, so the 4 days that you have off, you haven't thought to start trying with your dating life in 2 years.
The thing is, dude, I live in a really small city, bro, and the prospects here, they're not even worth it, bro. There's no need for me to go do 3,000 sit-ups for these girls. You know what I mean? They're like, no.
Why are you doing?
See, that's where.
Well, if you know that, then why?
You don't want to change. He's one of those.
The prospects, they weak, bro. They ain't worth for me doing it over here. Right. So okay, then I don't take place in the next town.
You know why, Wally? Because they gotta love him for him. A real one will love him for him.
But you know, he got it messed up where it's like, man, you don't do it for them. You do it for yourself. And when you build up habits, man, like say like you end up moving down the line, like them habits gonna carry with you. So yeah, he's one of those, like you said, Stan. It's like I'm not gonna do it for a special person, but it's like that's just not how it works. So he definitely got an immature mindset.
Yeah, he's very subjective. It's crazy. It's like, bro, I ain't gonna do nothing for them. So you gonna stay stagnant and lazy because of the females in the round of your small city? Okay, interesting.
You don't know all of them. You still go out there and say hi, still communicate, still, you know what I'm saying? You still go out.
Still be vibrant.
Yeah.
But it was like last night, man, where we was like telling some of the females, like, hey man, y'all gotta compete. So it's just like with him, it's like, dude, if you saying like your city that small, that means you need to be even more competitive then. So you need to be probably doing extra stuff like running exercises. If you ain't got you got a small pool of females already. So yeah, he's definitely miscalculating his shit. No wonder now it's making sense why he feels he's got to fly all the way to England.
You know, and you know what you said is true, because I stayed in this little town, Vallejo, right, before. And literally, like, I didn't know that people knew me. It was like I went to Safeway, and they're like, oh, yeah, you the big guy that always smiles down the street. And I'm like, I don't know you. Go to the gym. Oh, yeah, I heard about you. You off on Buchanan. I'm like, oh, shit.
Damn, they had you spotted, huh?
But I was very different. I wasn't stuck up. I wasn't arrogant. I was very nice, polite, and just helpful. And you know, I hang out, and that's it. And people know you in these little small towns. They get an idea of who you are. So you're right. So like for him to shoot it down and don't want to be active, I'm like, then again, like, I know you're not running like 5Ks for those 4 days. Like, man, you up here watching Pornhub and busting nuts. Like, that's crazy. And he's young. Like, so your little town, and you've been there for a while, and you got a house there, man, you still got to walk around.
Yeah, unless you just gonna flat out move, which it's tough nowadays. It's like, man, that's where you at. So you got to get out and make something happen.
Yeah, but I think another thing in this whole thing too is like just in what he said, the girls in my city is not worth me doing it. It's like, bro, you ain't even worth what you're even asking for. Like, sit down somewhere.
Nah, that's facts.
Like, stop.
Yeah, let me get back to this though. I agree with you, Wally.
Why are you doing it for the girls? Why don't you do it for yourself?
Like, of course, I get that, but like, I don't see the reason to like extremely push myself for women out here.
Then why don't you move? If I'm not happy with the women in my area, I will leave.
That's why I've been taking these trips out of town and overseas and whatnot, just to see if I can apply myself. Because I did finish university. I finished university and all that, and now it's just like working and just trying to basically focus on myself.
You finished university in what?
In what?
What did you graduate in?
Oh, just liberal arts.
So you don't even have, nobody's paying you no money for that. All right. So you don't really have an education that's substantial.
Okay, this one you need to stop.
Your work.
Okay, go ahead, SJ, and explain liberal arts to humans.
Liberal arts is like one of those degrees where I'll just say, man, you definitely can't connect it to a job because it's kind of like miscellaneous, honestly, for like college degrees. So typically where I see a lot of people that grab those, it's almost like I just want to go get the degree to please my parents and to say I finished college. I had no clear direction and stuff. So yeah, anytime somebody goes and gets that, it's just almost, man, it's sad because it's a damn near a waste of time because it just doesn't translate to anything. And I think even hiring managers kind of view it that way because like you come to them like, all right, man, I got the, you know, because like in my field, we require like a bachelor's. So it's just like if you see that, you're like, man, you spent your 4 years getting the easiest thing pretty much just to say you got it. So that's why, like I said, a lot of people kind of look at that degree like it's not really an asset. So yeah, a lot of people that go and waste that 4 years, it's just like, man, you're better off going straight to construction like he was working in, saving your money, building up and figuring out what you actually want to do and then applying like that work ethic towards that, something a little harder or something that, you know, will have a more financial impact for you. So yeah, it just seems a lot of times like with him, probably just, and it's making more and more sense. It's like, okay, let me go to university. All right, that don't work out. All right, let me get into construction. That's kind of not working out. It's sustaining me, but okay, I don't want to go out there and talk to the females in my area. So let me start making an excuse. So I'm going to go all the way to Canada. I'm going to spend all that money on a plane, hotel. So instead of him dressing his concerns and actually working hard, he's always kind of looking for the shortcut, the easy route. So that it's kind of his personality now. So it makes sense. It's all tying together.
How about you, Wally? What's up with the liberal arts degree?
You asking me?
Mm-hmm. You had the same face that we had because I was like,
oh no, I honestly, it's like when he said it, I'm just thinking in my head like, well, there it is. Can't say women are the ones that, you know, do these whole godless, wasteful degrees. These dudes do it too. Shit.
No, that's a good point. I didn't even think about it like that, but yeah, because he be sounding, dudes be getting on them for like the liberal arts degrees and what they say, basket weaving.
oh, yeah.
So my man got one.
How about you, M3, when you heard it? What came to your mind when you heard the liberal arts degree?
You know, that's a funny thing because, like, I have a liberal arts degree, but it was for, like, theater, so it was a double waste of time. I was young and I was thinking that, hey, man, like, okay, like, you know, me being like I think somebody delivered something. Me being like an actor or whatever was going to be my future, but, you know, again, I was young, right? So,
well, at least you thought about it forward. He's like, I just got a liberal arts degree. I just
right. But you know, I mean, Jerk is right. It's more of like, you know, you're just saying that, hey, I just went to some college or whatever, because maybe the majority of people in my family didn't go to college or something like that. So you just want to just say, hey, you did it, you tried something out, and the way how you want to sell to like your employer was like, look, yeah, I didn't get like a bachelor's degree, but I still spent my time with a liberal arts. Surprisingly, most companies did respect that as opposed to me not going to college at all, you know. And so I still got my foot in the door, but it was because of the charisma that my dad taught me, that he learned from a friend of his when he was younger. So I just learned how to like pretty much just sell myself like a prostitute and just say, look, if you want me, I have all these things I can offer to the table. You know what I mean? And I build and I talk and I connect with them.
But so M3, when you got your liberal arts, did you go? How old were you when you went to school for that?
Oh man, I was like 25, I believe.
Oh, okay, so like you're because we're like we're older, so like I think back in the day, like liberal arts degrees, because I mean a lot of people pursued them, but like now enough information came out where people, it's like, man, you could like look at the data, like you could Google the income levels, and I think that's where like younger people still going into them. I'm like, that's where the disconnect is, because I mean, growing up, we didn't have all like data that you could just like look up, because you know this stuff was there. There was no like
Okay, can I say something on that one?
Yeah, I also got a little twist to that a little bit.
No, because I mean, we didn't have like the salary websites that you could plug into. So that's
I know that
like
part.
it wasn't a lot of data like that you could connect
Yeah.
like with degrees and shit. But nowadays, it's like, man, that's there, you know.
Yeah, I would just say one thing, right? I'll let you guys talk, but you know, looking back on everything, right? The only benefit of going to like some college or like a junior college, you know, wasn't even about like a degree, and it was like, you know, for the wrong reasons. If you was the man back in college and you was just getting chicks that was just chasing after you, yeah, you're gonna be going to school for those type of reasons, especially when you're young and you really don't have much of a direction. But I stopped going to like the university because I was like, man, like, I like driving. You know what I mean? Like I like being more of the outdoors, like sitting like in the office, like with my ADHD, like I can't handle it. I can't handle being in a confined area where I'm not going to give my 100% full attention for a certain type of job. If I'm not constantly moving around, like I wouldn't even want that. And so me being like a transit driver, you know, I'm always out in the field. I'm always moving around. And of course, on the side note, as a bonus, you know, I'm always having cooked sandwiches. So to me, like, you know, this is like the best that, you know, like, you know, that I put myself into. You know, unfortunately, like it's just in the wrong place in California. But again, you know, hopefully California lowers these taxes and all that stuff, man, because it's ridiculous. But
good luck with that.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, for me in college, like I had an advisor, and it was like no liberal arts, like it was not going to happen, because he explained like don't do it. I did go for English because I was on the track to become an attorney, and take the LSAT, and that's like I had to write, read, comprehend, and that's why I got the English degree, because that's what it was for. And if you went and had a guidance counselor, like, you know, especially like a man of color, I went to San Francisco State University, so like my counselor was not going to let me go out with a liberal arts degree because he's like, that's useless. You have to have something that means something and it's going to take you somewhere, and that's when I learned about like why important to pick right majors. So for anybody that feel like they're lost, like, yo, like you gotta look at these degrees as like disciplines, and it does prepare you for life. Because that's all I do now is just write. As you know, in the social work fields, that you just write notes all the time. So I'm glad I did it because I didn't know it prepared me for life. Like I have to write notes, and so I wish this guy again. I think he's very prideful in the sense like he never asks for help. He just go ahead and just do shit. That's what it seems to me.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, because when I was saying with M3, I just think like I said, because we're in our 40s and stuff, so I just think there was an era where everything was just pushed. It was like criminal justice,
Oh yeah,
liberal arts. It was just like, nah, man, you got to go to school. You just, you know, they wanted to push everybody in the system.
You remember African American studies? I'm like,
Yeah, everything. But that's what I'm saying. But it's like now it's just like we know like a lot of these degrees don't translate directly to jobs. So it's just like people got to stop going in and taking out student loans and stuff. So I wish there was more advisors like who you had, Stan, that was like, nah, man, you got to pause and map
Yeah.
this stuff out correctly.
My goal is like law school, but like I wish, right? There was times I wish that I did go to. I'm not going to say the names of these schools because we're not going to get paid for it. Going to give them a hint inboxes so we can get paid to promote.
No,
Your
say the
products.
names, man.
No, I ain't gonna. I'm not. Man, we got to get paid. But like those business schools, those trade schools, right? Sometimes I wish I did went there, because I'm glad I had a job during college. But to see a lot of my friends after they graduated, they didn't have any job skills, or they didn't know how to transfer what they learned in school into work, and they didn't work. Like they spent 4-6 years in college living on loans, and then you going out to the real world and you got to pay back these private loans in 6 months. And not knowing how they're going to get a job, and jobs were not hiring. Like we could just graduate from college because everybody else was just graduating from college at that time. So it's a danger where people feel like, oh, I'm just going to go with the wind. And I'm like, yo, don't go with the wind, because if you don't have the plan, the world going to have a plan for you.
I like that. Mm-hmm. So Wally, was you going to say something? Because I didn't know if I cut you off.
Yeah, no, you're good. No, because what you were saying and what M3 was saying, because I was sort of like thinking in my head, right? Like, because even when it comes to those degrees, right, I would at least, because for me, if it was me, like, if let's say I'm looking at this kid, and this kid, I'm looking at his resume said that he got a liberal arts degree, but I noticed within the works, like, I'll ask him a question, be like, did you ever did anything with it? And he says no. I would have been like, okay, that's a red flag. But if you said you did something with, like, you probably did some acting scenes or you was an extra, then I'd have been like, okay, at least you did something. Because in my head, it's like, if you don't do nothing with it, then it's like you automatically just did nothing. Like it's just really nothing. I don't know why you wrote it.
Yeah.
So I would at least, for me, it's just like anything you do, even if it's worthless, at least use it. Because at least it gives me some interest. Like, okay, even if you got a wasteless degree, you end up doing something with it versus nothing.
Yeah, no, I think that's where most people are going. They're just, because I think it was that era. Like I said, when we grew up, it was like the push for college. It was like, man, you got to go to college to get in the system. But I think now people are more or less like, we do want you to be educated, but also we're going to assess like your skill sets, or have you done anything other? And I think actually a lot of hiring managers, they're like, if you actually had like transferable skills, or you was say you was in that field, like doing like some of that legwork or intern type positions, I think they actually prefer that now, because they're like, hey, you did the job and the training and the learning curve is going to be like lower. So yeah, people are changing their mindsets on that. So I agree with you, Wally.
But and also here's something that's good too, that's interesting, right? There's now the other side when people look at professors, like if you're a tenured professor, right? I don't want to learn from you. I'd rather have a professor that have a day job that's currently in this field and teaching than somebody who just been in these universities and just stayed there for 20 years, because you don't know what it is out there in the real world. You
I never thought about it.
Oh yeah, like that's like a lot of times that's what people. For me, I refuse to go back to school unless you actually work this field. Well, I need to learn from somebody who's doing theory. I need somebody who puts stuff in practicum, like how you use this in the real world. I don't care for theory anymore. It doesn't work. So a lot of times that's why people go to certain universities, because the professors do have a day job.
I never thought about that, because I was actually looking into doing a doctorate program, and how they had the practical versus the theory. I was like, man, what the hell you need a theory in like business and shit? Like,
yeah, that's the worst. Oh man, that's the worst one, because like it's business. You got to let me know how you apply certain concepts in business, because I was a manager, and I liked certificate programs better because my professors were actually working in business, as opposed I'm going back to university. Here's a guy who used to work at IBM, and then we are like, who the fuck is IBM? We haven't heard of IBM in a minute.
Yeah.
In the 80s, it's the year 2010. Like, no, I don't want you to teach me anything. I want somebody who's like, yo, I just left a .com job. It was in San Bruno. We can go ahead and like do a trip for class one of these days. I'd rather have that professor
Okay. No, that makes
than
sense.
to have
I
a professor who's not who's not active in the field. I'm sorry for any professor that hears this, but it's just truth. Like I don't want any more theories. I just want practicum.
You know, because I ain't gonna lie too. Because I remember, right, like back when I was in high school, we did this trip where my school was allowed to take to a job fair, and we was able to like circle around the certain people that had their occupations out there and whatnot. And at the time back in school, like I was thinking about becoming a lawyer, right? But and there was a lawyer there, and I stayed there for like a good couple of minutes, as I was working around the tables and everything. And my teacher asked me why I didn't stay there more to ask more questions and everything. Personally, now that I think back to it, the reason why I didn't stay there more is because the dude that was the lawyer there, he looked like he was dying from it. And I'm like, okay, you know what? It just wasn't exciting. But the other people, it's like they seem like they were more ingrained in their work. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should be here. So they look like they had more fun with this damn thing. It's like you on the other end, you just look like you're just dying slowly.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, good points, man. Let me get back to this video though. Yeah, I think more people, we do probably have to do more discussions on like college and mapping this stuff out and stuff. So no.
Working 9 months out of the year, you live in a small city. Why don't you take an opportunity and go somewhere else?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm taking.
Move.
Yeah.
England ain't gonna do shit for you.
Well, that's the thing. I'm thinking about getting like a visa. Thinking about getting a visa
to
England or Germany. I'm thinking England or Germany.
Why are you skipping the United States?
Honestly, I know because I hear like the chicks in the United States like black guys. They like guys like my skin tone and whatnot. But I really don't like the environment of living in the United States. I don't know if it's because I was brought up in Canada and seeing like all the negativity in the United States and how they're treating like their people, black people and stuff. It turns me off, in my opinion. And also that's why England, I do prefer England a little more, even though people say it's just as bad, but I prefer it a little more just because I don't think it's as extreme as the United States.
So you think the United States treat people so bad that England or Germany are better for you? With your no degree.
I haven't. What do you mean, bro? I finished uni, bro.
I got him.
Uni in liberal arts.
You got him on that shit.
That's just as good as this fucking tissue paper. This is as worthy as your liberal arts degree. Ain't nobody giving you shit for no damn liberal arts. And you damn sure ain't gonna be able to go to no England and get no job in no damn liberal arts. You guys go to college and get these useless ass degrees and then think that's gonna mean anything. That should mean that degree is nothing. So you need to get some real skills for you to be able to get some kind of income if you plan on getting a visa in another country. I would suggest you go your ass to the United States. Do you need a visa to come to America?
I don't think so.
Right. Let's start there. You bring your ass to America. If you don't like the city you're in terms of how they treat black people, they move to another one. That's the beautiful thing about America. There are plenty. It's 50 fucking states.
So where would you think is like the best place to be in the United States?
If you want to be treated the best, you got to do your own research. But if you want to be, if race is so important to you, right?
I've done my research, but it seems like it's not working, right?
It's not working anymore. What more means? What do you mean?
Well, because you're saying like, oh, the liberal arts is just useless. England.
No, I'm saying your race. You're talking about race. You're talking about you don't like America because how they treat black people. I'm saying if that is so important to you, I think that's just. I think there's racism anywhere. Right. But I don't think I should live in England because there may or may not be less racism. I think there's just as much. I think you being a man that focused on yourself you could live anywhere you want to live. So if you love, you want to make sure you get out of Canada, go your ass to America, go to Atlanta, right? There are plenty of
They'll shoot my ass in Atlanta, bro.
Not Atlanta.
That's what I was like.
Not Atlanta.
Oh man.
Not
You
Atlanta.
don't even
You
know.
know what
That's-
ATL stands for?
What's it stand for?
Ass too loose. Don't go to no Atlanta.
Yeah, that's why I was like, hey, don't go to Atlanta. You're gonna wake up with a boyfriend.
Oh man.
Don't go to Atlanta. But I know why he was going to Germany though. He ain't slick.
Why? What's up with Germany?
Cause he's gonna get his ass eaten. He's gonna eat the gooch. That's why he was going out there.
Nah, but you know, he's asking like where he should go. Man, line it up by where you find a job. Like, I don't understand why people, man, look at certain states that have good industries, man, and you can also look at diversity, but man, you should try to like map it out, like start applying for stuff, and that should be kind of that should dictate where you need to kind of go. And then you could like say you get multiple offers in certain cities, then man, you can start looking at like cost of living in the cities and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like he's wants to jump ahead to research this. What, you gonna just move anywhere and you ain't got no money? Nah, like start applying for jobs. You get some stuff and you get multiple offers. That's where you need to start like gravitating to instead of worrying about all this other shit.
See, this
It's like do what you need to do versus what you want, and you'll excel.
This is the problem, right? See, guys like him are trying to take shortcuts. He's not even focused on trying to excel, trying to better himself. He just focused on just trying to get the next piece of ass as much as possible.
Apparently,
and I'm going to just be really, really honest as well, too, right?
Mm-hmm.
No matter if he goes to the UK, England, London, whatever the hell he's going to, right? Or he stays in the United States or he goes to Canada. The fact is that he's not an attractive looking guy. You know, I'm just going to just flat out and just say this. You know, he is very below average. The only thing that is probably nice about him is that he got a nice smile. But everything else outwardly, apart from that, is hideous, horrendous. And no girl is not going to want him. Maybe if he, maybe, matter of fact, I'm going to just flat out say this, right? You know, he need to stick with like women from Africa or from Kenya who is used to people like that look like him. Okay, those are his options. All right, do not try to go after an American woman. Do not even try to go after a European type of woman. Okay.
You say he got to go back to the motherland.
He probably was the one that gave his on.
Look, he didn't do it. Yeah, he has to do himself a favor, and he need to deport himself back to the motherlands, where he will be somewhat accepted.
M3,
you know,
M3, you want to be O'Shea Dudaction real quick with this one. Don't do it.
I'm just saying. I'm being 100% transparent because
he need to turn himself into ice and go to.
Because look, platform and you asking for like looks max and trying to get a woman, the first thing I'm going to just say is like, have you tried just giving up and start looking for work? You know, I mean, like, as far as with the women, I'm talking about for the women, not life wise, but for the women, you ain't got no chance. Not here in America or whatever you're looking for. Focus. Look, this man got to have a lot of money. He got to start tricking now. Okay, but he's not focused, and that's even worse. Ain't no bread and butter white woman is going to pick him up. They're going to be so embarrassed.
You said his money too low for tricking. He ain't even got the paper to trick. So yeah, not okay.
This
my look, man. You gotta hustle hard. Be the African that you're meant to be. Start doing whatever.
We don't even know if he's African.
Do whatever you need to do to try to get whatever you want to get. But
Stan, you see exactly how chocolate that dude is.
But he's not African. He could be Canadian black for centuries.
For centuries.
Yeah.
Look, this is the thing for him, right? I don't want him to move because there's a saying: everywhere you go, there you are. If he can't change and do things where he at, he's gonna be the same no matter where he goes.
Yeah, I don't advise the move. Like that's why I said like he shouldn't move. He shouldn't even think about trying to move anywhere to try to get a piece of booty. Because
you're like, hey, you looking like the creature of Notre Dame, and that's where you should move. I'm like saying we're on two different places. I'm saying like, yo, you gotta fix yourself in your hometown so you can appreciate it, build some skills, and then travel and move.
I mean, to be honest with you, Stan, like the shit that comes out of my ass, right, is brown skin. Okay, that's not shit right there, right? That's just like Crayola black or whatever. Look, I'm not no colorist or whatever. I'm not trying down him, but
you said he didn't go back to Africa. That's colorist.
That's not colorist.
No, I don't think. Sometimes if he moves, I think it should be for a job. Because I think sometimes, man, I think the first roadblock for most people is the place that they stay in, man. It's like a comfort zone. So I think once people do that first initial move, sometimes they start getting themselves together. But I agree with you, Stan. It shouldn't be for a female. It should be like, man, let me move, detach from the area I'm at. Let me get a job. And then once they kind of get away from that comfort zone, I do see like people sometimes do like, okay, man, I ain't got nothing to do. I don't know people. Man, let me start getting in the gym. Let me start accelerating it at my job, advancing. And then it kind of wakes him up. So if he moves in that fashion, that would be straight. But yeah, not just for no chicks, because y'all right. My man gonna be striking out.
Yeah, he got those in his own city because, like, yo, if you don't know how to talk to people there, how you gonna talk to people when you leave?
Yeah, no, that's facts. But let me get Wally in there. I know he was trying to say something.
Oh, Wally?
Yeah, look. It's funny that you paused it right here. You looking at it like this. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, homeboy, you need to dust off that degree of yours. Get into the movie industry. Hey, I don't know how they say clown in Nigeria, but however they say it, that Negro, whatever, the Negro clown of Africa. God, hey, that'll be a funny horror story. This nigga, you see this face? You see this face? This is what you call a horror story. This motherfucker is pretty much in it with that smile and those damn eyes. Sinister. Oh, this man is going in. This guy is something else.
No, you. Let me get back to the video though. Let me see.
You know what? After that, a white woman will come and get him and have kids.
Facts.
This man here. There are plenty of Pookie and Rays in Atlanta. You'll fit right in. All right, go your ass to Atlanta, start there, and see if you can work the same job.
Shit.
All right, bro.
So staying in the middle of nowhere in Canada, haven't had sex in 2 years, with a liberal arts degree is a joke.
It's dry out here, bro. Like
at 26 years old, my boy, you better wake the fuck up. You ain't gonna get no ass. You're gonna be 46 before you get some pussy. You better wake up. You better figure out, because you're only working 9 months out of the year. If you just moved to a place where you could work all months out of the year, you'll be making more money. You got Texas, Florida, Georgia. Don't go to Louisiana. Texas, Florida.
Don't bring your ass.
He said skip Louisiana.
Don't bring your ass to Florida.
Georgia. Go to Atlanta, since you want to fit in so bad. Come to Atlanta. Go to Atlanta. Go look for some construction jobs and see if you can fit in.
Hey, he called him a Canadian Pookie.
But sitting there doing nothing is not going to help you.
All right, bro. So what about, I also have a question. Since my body isn't the best, like I just run, right? But like, what could I do to tone up? What do I need to do?
You need to go to the gym, work out, lift weights.
Just lift heavy?
You need not just lifting heavy. You have to lift heavy over a period of time. You're not going to go to the gym and start lifting heavy. You got to get stronger. So you got to pick a workout routine that allows you to build muscle. Okay. I suggest push, pull legs, staple you can start with. All right. And you just track your progression. How do you get stronger over time? It's that simple. Okay. But you gotta fix your appearance, bro. The hair gotta go, body has to be in better shape. You gonna come to fucking, I don't give a fuck if you went to England. You went to England, you slept with a girl where? Where did you sleep with the girl?
I was just at the hotel.
How did you meet the girl?
Legit. The story was
All right, this is where the plot thickens. This is this is where we gonna get the
Ooh, it's about to
details.
juicy.
This is what type of female we gonna find out that he done hooked up with in England. This is where the
Wait,
details
yes?
get real.
We should guess. I'm gonna say it's a cougar or a married woman.
If it's a Kruger, then that makes more sense of control. He was there for the ride.
How about you, M3? Who do you think it was?
I'm going to plead the fifth because I already know.
Oh, what do you? We don't know what you know. What is it?
No, but because what I know from the video, I cannot share it to you. It will be a spoiler.
Oh, meaning he already watched it.
Okay, SJ.
I'm gonna say what's the political correct way to say this?
A dominatrix.
Walker.
Like disabled, handicapped.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, I was trying to think of the
yeah.
term that I go around. Shit, I don't know, man.
Hey,
yeah, like
Baka?
I say like
hell
handicapped
no.
or something.
okay.
Yeah. But all right, let me hit the video.
I was going
You made me do that, Stan.
It's all good. It's all
to
good.
McDonald's, and this girl, she stopped me. She's asking me for money. She's asking me for money. She asked me if I had a spare $5 bill or £5 or whatever. And I gave her money and I tried to go, and then she's all like, "You want to do business?" And then I said, "Sure." And then we ended up, yeah.
Wait.
So the
put
last girl
pause,
you fucked.
pause.
So
So
you
for
fucked the
£5,
drink Walker.
you got a quarter pounder with
Yeah,
a homeless woman.
yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Well,
My man got laid off at McDonald's meal. She ain't even have enough to supersize it. So yeah, but so he going back to England because of this interaction. That's pathetic.
So he's going for prostitutes.
Yeah,
He's clueless.
Yeah.
he's scraping the bottom of the barrel and he's thinking like this is like, oh man, they like me over there. So this where
That's what I'm saying. He's clueless. He's so clueless.
That
This-
and also too, the title itself, right? If you look up, it already explores it. So it says he slept.
oh, I
with-
didn't even see that. Damn.
Yeah, it's been up there for a minute. Yeah, but we didn't know what type of, because they could have named it anything, but yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So just think, man, you're not only okay, you got to buy that ticket, pay for the hotel, and don't get me wrong, $5 ain't much, but it's just like you're paying still. So it's like, man, your whole life he's positioned himself to keep paying. So yeah, he definitely got to put that work in. He's like, man, you got to make some changes because.
and then that's like happened 2 years ago. So he's 26 now. So he had to be 24 or 23 at the time. 23 turned 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That young and you paying for box. And so for 2 years, you've been thinking about the box that you paid for 2 years.
Yeah, he was dreaming about that interaction. He was like, damn.
Yeah.
So you're going to get on Frontier Airline to go to.
I mean, to be fair, Stan, I mean, like, he did what basically like what I'm telling you guys, like, if you're a guy like him, you might as well be the biggest trick that you can, but he took you off at a low price. That's all.
Nah, but the funny thing about what he's saying though, is like, man, he was shitting on the females in his area. Like, oh man, I don't want to do no sit-ups and no push-ups for them chicks. But it's like, man, you gonna pay all that money to fly for a homeless chick? Like, man, you better off like getting a scallywag in your little town, man, and just put the work in with that. So yeah, something off. Like he's still not giving the details, man. So yeah, something that ain't right. Because yeah, if you at the bottom of the barrel in a whole nother country, you gonna find bottom at the barrel where you at. Like, stop playing.
A homeless prostitute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He could go to Toronto and grab one of those. Like, that's what I'm saying. To save a little bit of change. Like, save yourself a 7-hour flight.
Yeah.
Boy, can you imagine the maybe, just maybe, hypothetical, right?
Mm-hmm.
The homeless prostitutes in Canada won't sleep with him, so that's why he's upset.
Damn, that's a good point.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's why
So
he's
he
like shit. Oh, okay. Let me get back to the video. Damn.
Really that ugly though.
In England was a prostitute.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say she's a prostitute. I didn't pay her.
She actually put them. Okay.
You bought her.
Okay. You didn't pay her. You had sex with her. She said you wanted to do business. What the hell you think that means? What the hell you think that means, bro? She asked you for money and they asked you if you wanted to do business.
Yeah, but I didn't pay her. I just fucked her. I didn't pay her anything.
You already paid her, you dummy.
$5 to give you some ass. You gave her $5.
No, I don't know. It was super. Like I'm telling you, I was smoking a cigarette. I was
Oh my god!
All I was thinking about was going to McDonald's. I didn't even hear her.
Oh my god!
And then she ended up coming to my hotel and
for $5.
Dude, legit, man. I swear to you,
she still was a prostitute. She just wanted only $5, bro. You gave her the money she needed.
I don't remember. She said, "Do you have a tenner?" She said, "Do you have a tenner?" That's what I remember.
$10?
Yeah, a tenner. And I was all like, "Yeah, sure." Like, of course, right? I had some money.
You gave her $10?
I gave her a tenner. Yeah, I remember. And she gave me some change.
Is that what they call this shit?
I don't know.
I don't call it that.
I know they call it pounds. That's why I know for sure. But you know, the lingo could be different.
Okay.
Either way, like he still gave her $5 because he gave her a 10 and she gave him half the money. So
She gave him
still
change.
$5.
That's messed up. She broke some change.
Yeah, she was like, "Look, let me hold that 10." She was like, "Let me hold that 10, player. Give me a tenner."
Oh,
some like a couple pounds of change, and then she's all like, "Can you buy me food? Can you?" Because
she was a homeless lady.
So she's like,
"Oh my god, the last girl you fucked was homeless."
No,
you some pussy for $5.
I'm trying to tell you, she's a streetwalker.
What you mean, no, bro? Yes, bro. You fucked a homeless lady that needed $5 for food.
I don't know if she needed drugs or she was short. I don't know, but she was banging, bro. I swear to you, Fit. She was fucking banging. I'm not
tell me, bro. Don't ever say you know FITXFEARLESS. Please, you motherfuckers, don't ever say y'all know me. If they ask you who you look up to, don't you ever? You fucked a homeless lady in England for $5,
bro.
Yes, she asked you if you could buy her food, bro.
Because I was going to McDonald's. She's asking me, "Where are you going?" And I said, "I'm going to McDonald's." And
because she was homeless and needed food, bro. Oh my god. Oh Lord. I'm gonna lose my hair. The little hair I have. A real spill. The last woman you had sex with was a homeless lady that gave you some pussy for $5. So that doesn't count.
It was a tenner.
Okay, for $10. You gave her $10 to fuck.
I hope you wear the condom. You sick, degradable son of a bitch. It's horrible.
My man said, "Look, it was 10." He's like, he's knocking off with that 5 shit. He's like, "I gave her 10, player."
But she gave him change back.
Right.
She gave him change, so it was still £5.
Damn, that's a good point.
A homeless prostitute that broke off some change and broke off some box. Damn. Brothers, we ain't got no standards. We are thirsty.
No, he don't got no standards. Slow that down. He don't got no standards.
No, but the problem is Wally, right? We still fit into that category, man, because whether we want to say like we're like what do women say, like we're the anomaly or whatever, unfortunately the majority don't have any standards. And so when they look at us, just like a cop will look at us like as a Negro, if he was like, you know, like
description.
Yeah. We fit the description, unfortunately, right? As
hey, look, I say it like this:
desperate, needy.
He's the Negro that swiped left. I'm the Negro that swiped right. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, so I looked it up. Tenner is a British slang term for a 10-pound note. So yeah.
Okay, exactly. So it's slang. Okay.
And she gave him 5 back. Oh, this man been dreaming about the homeless box
for 2 years. Yeah, he's like, "Look, I'm going back."
2 years. That's been his standard for 2 years.
Boy, I guarantee he watched America. What's that called? What that movie called? American Gigolo, the European Gigolo, something like that. And he's already thinking to himself like, "Yeah, I gotta go back. I need this feeling again." Ooh.
Dang, that is sad. Like you base your whole standard.
But that's why I was confused earlier, Stan, because I was like, man, why? If you got, typically it's like, man, if you could pull a Western chick, just say in England, it's like transferable to every Western country, damn near. So yeah, you shouldn't be struggling. But that's why I was like, man, like he probably need to go to like someplace where he could flex his money a little bit, like what M3 would say, where he could trick.
Hey, man, he's on discount tricking. $5. Where you gonna trick for $5?
But you ain't trying to catch the monster, trying to trick. That's what I'm saying. This brother probably got to get tested. It's like, man, you smash this shit for a cheeseburger, like that's.
Get that. He didn't pay $5. He paid $10. He paid for the meal and he paid for the tatting.
But he also gave him change back. So, but look, and then he's trying to like hype it up, like, oh, she had a banging body though. I'm just like, what?
Shimmy, you had a banging body? Didn't take a picture? Fuck out of here.
So he been basing his whole life for 2 years on paid homeless boxitis.
Stan, he's like, look, I'm gonna work for these 2 years. I'm gonna get these hours. And when I hit about 26, I'm gonna go back to England. I'm gonna go back to that same McDonald's. He got that shit, he got that whole shit mapped out. He's like, look, I'm gonna hit that same area. He's like, I'm gonna hit that McDonald's that I was at. I had that interaction I got lucky at. He's like, look, I'm going back. Fuck it. I'm gonna see if I can replicate that shit.
This and the sad part about this, and here's something that's men like sometimes like we're like dogs, right? In a sense of like, man, you pick up bad habits, it's gonna take a lifetime to break it. And there's an example of it. Because like for 2 years, he's been feeding on homeless box from England.
But at first, man, like I said, I heard people talking about a homeboy that's giving him advice. They were like, oh, he shouldn't be doing. I'm like, man, he need to be talking to these. I can't do it. I ain't got the patience. I'll be the custom off. I would have like clicked off my StreamYard, but somebody need to talk to a dude like this. It can't be me. I'm sorry.
I'll report him to Interpol. I'm just like,
yeah.
But all right, let me get back to the video. Let me see.
And she needed some food.
It wasn't me though. It was her. I didn't do anything.
And what I'm saying is she needed food. So she came to you for the food because she was homeless.
You're making assumptions now, bro.
How is that an assumption? She asked you if you could buy her food off the streets.
But she didn't look homeless or anything. So we can't confirm.
It was cold and she had a jacket on, right? She had a jacket on. She had a coat on.
Come on, man. Everyone was wearing jackets. It was January.
Right, it's my point. Everybody's wearing jackets. So how you gonna know? Of course she's homeless. Oh my God. Bro. Okay. I'm so glad I asked that question because now it revealed to me that you talking about some last time I had some action was in England. You fucked the homeless lady.
She wasn't homeless, bro.
Nobody that is not homeless will ask you to buy them food.
Dude, she was young. She was as young as me. No, actually, I lied. She was 32. She told me she was 32.
Yeah, they needed some food in the middle of the street.
Like she seemed cool to me. She was chill. Like
she could have been the greatest person on earth, but she still was homeless, bro. She needed some food.
Even if she was
and then she asked you, "Can we do some business?" What the hell do you think she does for a living? She asked you for money, food, and if you wanted to do business, and then came into your hotel room in a cold day in England.
And you don't even know this person. You was dealing with a street walker, goddamn.
All right, bro. Listen.
Hey, my man put no logic to it. This is the first time he's like put the logic. He's like, fuck. Yeah. He's on to something.
So he's been living the life for 2 years. See, this is why some men don't actually. He's the problem that he don't need to get married. He needs to stay home with his mama, and he should have stayed there until his 40s because he's those type of. Because like he can't read nothing. Like it's like
he gullible, naive. This is the type of cat like. His bank account gonna get cleaned out. He mess around and get with the wrong one. Yeah, they gonna lace him up.
So sound like something that I mentioned like in the beginning of the video. Mm-hmm. The lack of cognitive skills, the lack of common sense and common judgment. Yeah.
Nah, damn right. But let me get back. Let me just finish it out because it's almost done.
Listen. England was not the solution. So your ass, you finna go back to England because a homeless lady gave you some ass. You need to stay your ass in America and get a better job, so you can start your life off on a better foot. Because this ain't cutting it.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Have a good one. Oh my Lord. You see why I ask questions? I gotta always ask you motherfuckers questions because everything y'all tell me, I take with a grain of salt. I'm like, it's gotta be something up. There's gotta be something up with you motherfuckers.
But all right, I'll go ahead and end that. Yeah, that shit was hilarious, man.
Wow. Wow. That's all I
right,
gotta say. Is wow.
Let me ask y'all, man. Because like in Kendra G, man, she has the females up there, and they definitely have some like characters. But from the ones we seen of this guy's, like, who would you say is worse, the men or the females?
So
Just on
far,
some of the...
I ain't gonna lie. These young dudes, they don't got it together, man. They don't got it together.
Yeah, I'm with Wally. This is scary.
I'm sorry. Like, literally, like, we got two dudes that were literally so defensive. One defending the woman and so hard. Like, bro, you're not even reading the signs. You come out of nowhere, ask you for food, then ask you for business, which ends up being sex. Okay, yeah. Slide your ass to the left. Then you got young rookie talking about, oh, I don't got work, or, you know, I haven't really tried to pull anything. You know, hey, I might pop off and do YouTube, but hasn't really made no real progression in that. Yeah. Both, yeah. He's pretty much dealt with dudes that just lackluster. But the only thing is, as far as what we watch, as far as I remember, amongst this guy and then the younger guy, they're just two young kids. As far as Kendra G, I think it was that one particular Jamaican girl with all those issues with the ex-boyfriend and shit. Yeah. So that's like, you could probably say it's like right about the same as far as just the age preference, but yeah.
Well, yeah. I'll say, go ahead, M3.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, compared to like, you know, like Kendra G's and FITX Fearless, what the women be having more of like the most funniest stories. But the guys we have the most cringiest stories. Like, it just made me just want to just take my fist, man, and just punch right through them in the screen. But yeah, man, it's always gonna be cringeworthy whenever guys be telling their stories because they're so thirsty and needy, bro.
Yeah, it's funny, man. When you look at the dynamic, because I was just thinking when we were shutting this off, I'm like, man, yeah, I would say the females, man, even the worst of them, because the one I just dropped the other day, the tiny one, busted as shit, but she has confidence. So all the females have all the confidence in the world, be demanding shit, and low-key, like, they be getting dudes to pull up on them, but it's like the guys on this side, they're desperate as fuck, delusional, but desperate. You know, it's almost like to see the confidence level on the females versus the guys and shit. The guys are like, you know, well, I'm gonna go fly to England, and you know, come to find out it's a homeless chick. So yeah, it's weird seeing that dynamic from both sides and shit.
A homeless prostitute.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're gonna save your money. And you've been thinking about that box for 2 years.
Man, I can tell he's never got a clue a damn day in his life.
Yeah, he's been planning for that trip. That's what I'm saying. Like, just off of that interaction, that's sad as hell.
I wonder how many McDonald's gift cards he got.
Oh, he rocking them up. He like, shit, I run into shorty. I'm gonna lace her up with all these fries, and she can supersize everything. He's like, look. What they call it, because they got different names. He's like, yeah, she gonna get that Royale with cheese.
Damn.
He said, get her the Royale with cheese. He's like, nah, anything she wants, shorty, you can have anything.
Oh my goodness.
She be like, hey, can I supersize it? He's like, hey, get anything you want. Get that apple pie too. Fuck it.
Yeah, because you can be supersizing his load.
Yeah, he thought he was acting like he took her to Fogo de Chao or some shit. Like, man, this is McDonald's. Lord. You didn't realize, like, when she said, let's do some business.
Yeah.
He was 24. He probably, no, I can't even. No.
Come on now, he's cognizant as hell. And like, let's be real. Like, that's why I brought up like the American Gigolo thing. Is like, anyone watched that movie alone, bro? You knew, like, the moment you hear, oh, you want to do some business? Oh, yeah, that's right. That is clear sign as hell. What type of business you talking about?
Yeah, that motherfucker said she had a jacket.
Yeah, they always do.
But all right, y'all, man. We're gonna go ahead and close this one out. But hey, keep tuning in and catch us at Knowledge and Relationships. We be doing lives over there. But all right, peace, y'all.
All right, later, everybody.
All right, peace, everybody.
Oh,